From Dollar Tree, I will be using 8 of these wood hanging decor pieces and this 8-foot long molding wood piece that I got from Ace Hardware for $4.28. Now I'm pretty sure you can find these like a Home Depot or Lowe's, probably for cheaper. Now you can't use the Dollar Tree wood pieces, but you will need probably like 6 of them, and to be honest, that cost us more than this piece that I will be using. I'm going to start by removing the tag and the string. Then I'm going to glue these together side by side. I am using only hot glue, but you can use wood glue if you like. The next thing I will be doing is measuring the wood piece and cut it to size. I will be cutting 2 pieces of these. After cutting the 2 pieces that I needed, this is what I have left over. I will be gluing the molding pieces now, but first I'm going to measure so they can be nice and straight. And to glue these, I'm using a combination of wood glue and hot glue. This is going to make my sign more sturdy. Now I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other side, and I'm going to cover those little holes. I'm going to let this dry for about an hour before I stain this, and I'm going to measure how big my sign is. So like that, I know all the measurements, so when I go to Cricut Design Space, I'll know how big I want my design to be. I'm going to go outside and stain my sign, and I will be using the Rust-Oleum stain in the color Leather Brown. Now I thought this is the color I wanted, but it was way too light, and I thought it was gonna get darker once it dried, but it didn't. Here I'm showing you how it looks, and I did not like it, so then I went over it. I used a different brand, which was Mint Wax in the color Ebony. And look how beautiful the color turned out. Now the next thing I will be doing is adding some of these Dollar Tree thumbtacks. 300 come in this pack, and I did not use all of them. I did leave a space in between each thumbtacks, and I think this made the sign look so much better. Plus, by adding the thumbtacks, made it match my chairs on my dining room table. This took me around 15 to 20 minutes because I did have to do both sides. And like I said, I did not finish the entire pack. I did have a lot left over. I didn't have a stain sealer, so instead I used Mod Podge. Once it was done cutting, I went ahead and weeded out. As you can see, I did cut around it. I didn't want to waste any material, so the little piece underneath the gather, I saved it because I know I can use it for something else. I'm using the transfer tape and I'm going to cut enough so I can transfer this. I did use a lot of transfer tape, but I always save it. This transfer tape can last you 2 or even 3 transfers. Using this little tool to make it easier to transfer. After I transfer, I did go over it with some more Mod Podge, and then I let this dry. To hang this, I will be adding some sawtooth hooks to the back. My bathroom is really empty, so I'm going to start with this corner, and from Dollar Tree I'm going to use 4 of these wall hanging decor wood pieces and 8 Jenga block pieces. So I'm going to start by gluing the Jenga blocks. I'm going to start with the first wood piece. I'm going to add 4 Jenga blocks, and I'm going to add them 2 on each side of this wood piece, but they are going to be at the very edge, and I'm only using hot glue for this. Now I'm going to glue one of the wood planks on the side, but first I'm going to add 2 Jenga blocks. So like that, when I add the other wood plank, it's gonna be easier. Now I'm only using hot glue because the greenery I'm adding is not heavy, but to make this sturdy you can add wood glue. Now that I have one of the sides glued on, I'm going to glue the other 2 Jenga blocks on the other wood piece and then glue the other wood piece. And as you can see, I am making a wood long planter, so I'm going to add the last wood piece. For the bottom, I will be adding this extra wood plank that I had. Now, I am going to use the 5 other ones in my next DIY, but I had this extra one from that, so I decided to add it here since it fits perfectly, and these are from the Dollar Tree. To paint this, I'm going to use this color I made myself, mixing a whole bunch of paint that I will have down in the description box in case you want to make this color. Now look how beautiful this looks once it's dry. And to cover these little holes that these planks had, I am going to add some jute twine at the top. To decorate my planter a little more, I will be making a bow using this jute twine, and then I'm going to add it to my planter For the greenery, you can add some Dollar Tree greenery, you can add some Walmart greenery, but the greenery I'm adding is this eucalyptus that I got from Burlington. It was $7.99 and I felt like this went in there perfectly. It was long and beautiful. So once I am done, I will be adding the greenery, and then this is how it looks. And then after this, I will be adding it to the empty corner. For my next project, I will be making a wall decor piece. So from the Dollar Tree, I will be using these wood planks. 6 come in a pack, but I'm only using 5. That one extra one is what I used in my previous DIY. And I'm also using this large wood piece that is also from the Dollar Tree. Well, actually I was gonna use this, but then I remember I had this extra piece of paint stir stick that I used instead. So now I'm going to just start gluing the wood planks, and I make sure that all of these 5 fitted in here. So the last 2 were like at the very edge. The other 3 that were in the middle, I did leave a small space in between them. And this is how it looks. Now I'm going to use these stickers that I got from Michael's a while back. I got these on clearance for $1. So I'm going to put the word relax. I will be using a letter in each wood plank. And you can use the Dollar Tree stickers for these. They do have some poster stickers that you can use instead. And once I am done putting the letters, I'm going to paint this over it using the same paint I used earlier. Alright, so I'm going to let this dry and then I'm going to remove the letters. I did use this little Cricut tool, but Dollar Tree also carries these tools that you can use. And this is how it looks. Now I decided to add this Dollar Tree little transfer sticker on the L, and I think this made it look a lot better. After I was done transferring this, I flipped this around and I added some pieces of jute string so they can be the little hooks, and I'm able to hang this. You can add soft tooth hooks instead if you like, but since this wasn't heavy, I used the little strings. And that is it for this wall piece that I think it turned out beautiful, and it looks so great in that empty wall I had. My next project is going to be very easy and simple, and you can see me there. But I am going to use this Dollar Tree bucket, and I'm going to make this a little more my style. So I'm adding some jute twine on the side little handles. And that is all I'm doing. I was going to put on the front side nice butt, but I didn't have time. But I will be adding it later on. Now this, I'm gonna use it on top of my toilet, add some paper toilet and a planter. My next 3 projects are going to be small little DIYs. These are going to be use on a little shelf that we'll be making at the end, so stay tuned for that. So for the first small little DIY, I will be making a planter out of this. So from Dollar Tree, I use a little toy bathtub, and I'm using the transfer stickers from the Dollar Tree as well, and I will be putting the word bath on the side. Now I'm going to make this into a planter, so I will be adding some of the Dollar Tree floral foam. The greenery I will be using inside this is going to be some random one that I had, like for instance these pieces are from Walmart. I will be adding some Dollar Tree eucalyptus and some Michael's little hanging eucalyptus things, like these little hanging ones, I don't know what they're called, and some more eucalyptus. So I just added random things here and there until I like how that looks. And that is it for my little small bathtub planter. For my next project, I'm using this wood hanging whiteboard, and I'm going to paint the little wood frame using the paint I've been using. Now don't worry if you accidentally paint the white part, because that is like a dry erase, so it is very easy to use a napkin, even if it's dry, to remove the paint. Now once I'm done doing this, I did use my Cricut to cut out the word flush, but Dollar Tree does carry stickers that you can use instead. And then to decorate this some more, I had these little rubber transfers from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to add one on each side, and that is it for this flush sign, which I think it turned out beautiful. The next project is very easy and simple to do. Now from the Dollar Tree, I will be using some nautical rope, and you can use a cup, you can use any other thing from the Dollar Tree, but I had this little tent bucket that I got from Dollar General, and it was $1, so I decided to use this. Now I did wrap the nautical rope all around it to make a planter. As you can tell by now, I am trying to make things that aren't heavy, so like that I can add more things to my little shelf. That doesn't mean I am making a weak shelf, but I don't want to add so much weight to it. Now for the greenery, I'm adding this greenery that I got from Walmart, and that is it for this planter. For my next project, I will be making my 2-tier shelf for my bathroom. Now from the Dollar Tree, I will be using 2 of these wood hanging decor wood planks and 2 wood slats. Now I'm going to glue these using a combination of hot glue, wood glue, I will be using this piece of wood to measure where I want my wood slat to go. This is going to make sure everything's nice and even. So like I said, I use a combination of wood glue and hot glue. I started by gluing the first wood plank, and then I use some wood screws to add them to the bottom. This is going to make sure this is nice and secure. To add the other wood plank, I will be repeating the same steps. Before I paint this, I decided to fill the little holes that each little wood plank has, and I use hot glue for this. You can use wood filler if you like. Now I added 2 holes, one on each wood slat. This is where I will be adding the screws when I add this to my wall. And that is it for my wood shelf. I will be using 3 of these Dollar Tree cutting boards. And this Dollar Tree vinyl, which I really love. I already used it and I still had a lot left over. I'm going to start cutting pieces for the cutting boards. The first one I'm going to cut, it's a small piece. And for the other 2, it's going to be a bigger piece. I will be adding this vinyl inside the cutting board, like the little square. So the easiest way for me to do this was for me to put the entire piece of vinyl on the cutting board, and then with an X-Acto knife I cut around it. I did try it the other way, where I usually put the vinyl and I press it down in the inside creases. I did that, but for some reason I cut it way too small, and I was like, maybe I should try this, since this vinyl it is very thin and cuts through easily. I'm going to repeat the same steps to the other cutting board. Now for the third cutting board, I'm going to use the smaller piece of vinyl, and I'm going to cut 2 pieces, which I'm going to add one at the top and one at the bottom. And I'm going to do the same thing, just put the vinyl and cut it with the X-Acto knife. I will be adding the letters EAT for the word eat, and I use my Cricut, but Dollar Tree carries different things that you can use instead, like poster sticker letters, and they now carry larger wood letters and galvanized letters. I did decide to do two different colors, the A in black and the E and the T in white. So I'm going to add the A in the one that has the middle piece white, and the E and the T, I'm going to put them on the other boards. And so far this is how they look. I decided to add some jute twine to the top handle. I did add them to all three. Now you can add some greenery as well, but I decided not to. Instead, I will be adding a bow in the middle one, which is the one with the letter A. And that is it, guys. This is how it turned out. I think it turned out beautiful. Let me know down what you guys think down in the comments section. For my next project, I will be using this Dollar Tree vase. At the bottom, it says dimple vase. I'm going to start by painting this white. And I didn't paint this perfect. I wanted this to look more of a washed out. The next thing I will be doing is adding some of the Dollar Tree ribbon with some jute twine. And I'm going to start by tying one of the ribbon first, and then I'm going to tie the other jute twine, and then together I will be making a bow. For the greenery, I will be using these olive picks that I recently found at the Dollar Tree. I will be using two of them. I felt like this went perfect since they're olives and these are kitchen decor. My next project is my favorite one. Now from Dollar Tree, I'm going to use two of these signs. I'm going to start by removing the tag, and I'm going to glue these together using hot glue and large popsicle sticks. Using this color I made, I'm going to paint my entire sign. I'll have the paints I used down in the description box. To cover the stars, I'm using this Dollar Tree piece of wood, and I'm going to paint it the same color. The next things I will be using are not Dollar Tree. I'm not sure if Dollar Tree carries these, but I found these at Walmart. They were $1.47 each, and I'm going to paint all of these white. Another place I have seen similar things like this is at Dollar General. Now that I have all my pieces, I'm going to start putting my sign together. Now to cover the stars, like I said, I was going to use this wood piece. Before I glue this, I will be adding some jute twine for the handle. Then I will be adding the piece of wood using some hot glue. I'm going to distress these before I add them to the sign. I feel like they look too plain. I will be using the same color I use for the sign. I let these dry for a couple of minutes and then I arranged them how I wanted these to go. Now as you can see, two of them are facing one way and the other one is facing the other way, which is the cow. So I added that in the center. I will be adding the word farmer's market, and I did use my Cricut for that, but Dollar Tree carries poster sticker letters that you can use instead. I felt like my sign looked too plain, so I decided to use this beautiful ribbon that I got from Hobby Lobby. It was $3.99, but they always put them on sale for 50% off, so I got it for $1.99. I made a bow and then I added to the top of the hanger. And that is it for this beautiful farmer's market sign. For my next project, I will be using this Dollar Tree large sign and this white eraser little sign, which I already painted. I'm actually reusing this. I am going to just cut this. I'm going to cut the little seahorse at the top and a little bit of the bottom. And this is how it looks after I cut the other two pieces off. I'm going to paint it with the same color. I will be using the other small little piece that I cut from the bottom part, and I'm going to paint it the same color. I am also using 3 Jenga blocks and 2 popsicle sticks, which I painted the same color. Now that everything's dry, I'm going to put together my sign, and I'm going to start with the bottom piece, which I will be adding 3 Jenga blocks. This is going to be a little holder for the dry eraser. Little marker. Now I'm going to add the little piece. For the sides is where I'm going to use the popsicle sticks. Before I add the white eraser, I will be adding this little sign that says grocery list. Now I did use my Cricut for this. And then I will be gluing the little dry eraser little board. Dollar Tree carries these little black eraser markers that will fit in here perfectly. Now I'm going to add some of this Dollar Tree vinyl in the front just so it can match the rest of my decor. After that, I will be adding a sawtooth hook to the back so I can hang this on the wall. But you can also add some of the Dollar Tree magnet and you can put this on your refrigerator. For my next project, I'm going to be reusing a sign, but to make this sign, I did use 3 of the Dollar Tree wood pieces. I glued them together and add a little shoestring bead hanger. The beads are also from the Dollar Tree. And I used my Cricut to cut out the word pantry. I made the pantry sign too big, so in order for this to fit, I did have to cut the P first, add it to the sign, and then add the rest. To match the rest of my decor, I will be adding a small little bow that I made using the same buffalo check ribbon from the Dollar Tree. And that is it for this pantry sign. Dollar Tree large sign, I'm going to paint it using the color I made. I will have the paints I used down in the description box. To cover the shelf, I will be using this Dollar Tree peel and stick or wallpaper. I will be adding the word home, and I'm using these burlap letters that I got from Walmart. I think the pack was under either $3 or $4, but I had these for a while and I already used them so many times that I did not have an E. So with an I and a K, I will be making the E. These letters come with adhesive, so all you have to do is peel the little paper on the back and then just place them wherever you want them to go. For the O, I will be adding some greenery and a bow. And that is it for this large home sign. For my next project, I will be using 3 of these wood hanging decor and 2 large popsicle sticks. I got these from Walmart. I'm going to just cut them to size.
I will not be gluing the wood pieces together. Instead, I will be using the popsicle sticks and I will be using hot glue. I will be adding one at the top and one at the bottom. To paint this, I will be using the same paint I used earlier. But I will be adding some black to make the popsicle sticks darker. The next thing I will be doing is using this Dollar Tree stencil, and this is not self-adhesive, so you have to either hold it down while you paint or use a little bit of tape. I will be holding mine and I'm using this sponge brush and white paint. And this is how it looks. Now I'm going to just paint around it and fix it up using the leftover paint that was on the paintbrush. Now you can leave it like this, but I decided to just add some more to it, and I'm using this Dollar Tree greenery. I'm going to cut 2 stems off and then tie them together using some jute twine and add it at the bottom. I will be adding a bow in the center, and I used this ribbon that I got from Walmart. The next thing I will be doing is making 2 holes at the top, and the string that I removed from one of the little wood hanging planks, I will be using it on this. And that is it for this beautiful farm fresh sign. For my next project, I will be using 2 of these wood shapes, and I will be cutting the top off. Looks like it's sleeves, but I'm going to do that to both boxes. I will be reusing 2 of these Dollar Tree wood pieces. Now these are 12 inches each, and I'm going to add them on the sides of the little wood shapes using hot glue. Going to paint the entire thing, even the ones that are on the sides that are already painted. It's almost the same color, it's just a little bit more brown. And this is how it looks. To decorate the little wood shape, I will be adding some jute twine and making a bow to the top one. And to the bottom, I will be adding this little heart that I already had and a bow to cover the hole. And And that is it. Now you can use this as a pencil holder, as a makeup brush holder, or you can just add some greenery. For my next that up, I will be adding a bow, and I'm using this great burlap ribbon that I got from Dollar General, and I will be making a double bow without a tail. And that is it for this beautiful Blessed Decor sign. For my next project, I will be making some sconces for my gather sign that I recently made, which I'll have the link down in the description box. I made a large gather sign for my dining room, and it just needed something else, so I decided to make these. Now from Dollar Tree, I will be using 2 more of these wood shapes and 2 of the Dollar Tree wood planks. I will be removing the little pieces of the top from these wood shapes. I'm using a piece of cinch to just smooth these out before I glue them to the wood planks. I will be reusing 2 of the wood planks. As you can see, these are already painted. And I'm adding the little wood pieces at the bottom using hot glue. Now I use hot glue because I'm not using anything heavy, but if you're adding some heavy things to this, I recommend you using wood glue instead. To paint this, I will be using the same paint I have been using, and I'm also painting the wood planks the same color. Even though they're already painted, they are a little bit lighter and more like a gray color. This new paint I'm using is more of a brown tone. And this is how they look. Now I'm going to add some of these Dollar Tree thumbtacks to match the gather sign. And this is how they look. Now I'm going to leave mine plain with only the thumbtacks, but you can add more things to this to decorate it some more. Now I'm going to flip them around and add some sawtooth hooks to the back and then add the greenery. What I love about these is that I will be able to use these all year round by just switching the greenery. And that is it for these sconces, which I think they turn out so beautiful and they look so nice right next to my large gather sign. And that is it, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comment section which one was your favorite, because I would love to know. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, bye.